All right, guys. Crossman Productions. You guys, I have a great show for you guys tonight. We have a lot of guys from Power Slap that watch our show, and one of the guys who watched the show is, been really faithful at watching this is Ryan Wallace, who's a Power Slap contender. He's actually, I believe, he's middleweight. We're going to talk about where right now in Power Slap. But one of the things I like to do is bring different guys on from Power Slap and talk about kind of what's going on, with Power Slap, and it just sort of, for me as a from a fan's perspective. I've been watching this sport for a while now. I think I'm getting a pretty good feel for how things are being ran over there. But I always like to have guys like Ryan come in and jump in and kind of share their point of view because they see it from the inside, working as contenders. So I'm going to bring Ryan in, and we're going to get to know Ryan a little bit more. This is Ryan the Joker Wallace.
What's up?
What's up? Now,
Appreciate it.
First of all, thanks for watching the show, dude, because I know you watch the show pretty faithfully.
Yeah.
And so you're, you always jump in and you give some comments, and you show a lot of love to the show. So first, I want to say thank you for that.
Appreciate it.
And then, thank you for coming on the show, man. It's always good to meet other contenders and kind of get, their insights of the, Power Slap world. So let me go ahead. Let's kind of introduce you, kind of tell everybody who you are, where you're from, and then kind of how you got involved in Power Slap.
Sure. So my name's Ryan. I go by the Joker, last name Wallace. I fell in love with honestly, I started in Power Slap. I fell in love with the sport after watching the first season. In my hometown, Dwayne Crespo, he actually lived where I, come to find out, he lived where I lived, and he, took the season 1 crown. I ran into him. The rest was history. He trained me, gave me my kind of knowledge, and then I kind of just ran with it from there. I felt it was instant love. Passion for the sport. I was over 300 pounds when I first fell in love with the sport, and it helped me get motivated to lose over 100. And I walk around now at like 190s, high 190s, 200s, and I fight at 185. So
let me ask you this, because I think you and I have a lot we're similar in a lot. So like about 6 years ago, I was about I would say close to 350. And then I'm down now to my walking weight is probably about 194.
Yeah, and it's incredible, man.
Yeah. How did you lose that kind of that weight?
So honestly, what I did was, it was nothing crazy. I dedicated, no matter what, I dedicated 45 minutes to an hour a day to the gym. I didn't care if I didn't want to go. Now I may stay there longer, but it was minimum. Like, no matter what, my timer was not going off for an hour, and I would work constantly for that hour. And then all I did was, honest to God, I changed up my eating and drinking habits. I was a sucker for some Dr. Pepper. So I stopped all sugar soda. I switched to 0 sugar on everything. And then I lowered my food portions. I could eat, instead of eating like 4 pork chops, I only ate 1.
So, I did that too. I just started walking a lot.
Yeah, just be more active.
Like me, I just started walking. I started with a mile, and then, by the time I was done, I was doing like 6 miles, because every day I would try to outdo what I did the day before. And then finally, I was walking so much around the city, I was finding myself in like neighborhoods I probably shouldn't be in. Mm-hmm. And then I'm like, you know what? I think I should be taking this to a track somewhere inside instead of just walking randomly.
Yep.
To the gym. Do the same thing. I don't drink any sodas, anything like that. So then you went in. Now you got involved in Power Slap. Now, who's your first match against?
So my story is actually crazy because Yes, where it does say, where I did say I fell in love in season 1. My story actually started. When I did see that, I applied it. There was 2 promotions at the time that were slap fighting. As far as if you looked it up, those were the 2 that were going, and that was Power Slap that was up and coming, and then there was a league called Slap Fight Championship. And so I did apply for both of them. The promoter at Slap Fight Championship, great guy. I know. We've mended things, but he actually got in touch with me and he gave me my first opportunity. I had to come to Missouri, or I had to come to an undisclosed location on my own dollar, but I did do that. I came out here for what was going to be a new Challenger series. I came out here, I won the coin toss, I swung one time, knocked the guy out. That was literally that's how my career started. Now, from there, I got asked to do season 2 of the reality show, which I, of course, decided to do because someone like myself, man, I don't come from much. I was never handed anything, and I'm from a little town. So to even think that someone like me could have an opportunity on something with Dana White, I was all for it, to be honest with you. All gas, no brakes type deal. And I don't want to say I regret it, but I will say from an active standpoint, because I do love the sport so much, I do not being as active with Power Slap that I could have been at Slap Fight Championship, I do truly believe has drawn my love away from the sport. And that I regret. But I will say I am ready, always ready. Can't wait for my next opportunity with Power Slap. I know that it is going to come. I have to mend some fences because I was a big mouth and have to learn to keep it shut at certain times, I guess.
Right. So are you like in a contract now with that Power Slap?
Yeah, so I still am, to my knowledge, and I just actually went over this with my agent recently. But to my knowledge, I am under contract until April of 2026. Okay. So, fingers crossed that I'm really on that October 3rd. I want to be on that October 3rd. Power Slap 15 is where I'm shooting for.
So we talked a little bit before this. So it's been a little over about a year since your last match.
Well over,
yeah. Was that the one with Isaiah? Was that the one with Isaiah?
That was the one with Isaiah. Yep, that was my last match.
Let's talk a little bit about that match. So I went back and looked at the match, and from a weight standpoint, it looked like you were smaller than Isaiah. Weight.
So because of that, because I caught that hernia, it kept my ability to do certain things. So because of that, we actually weight was falling off me really fast. Well, when I got out to Vegas, I actually landed in Vegas at 100 and I think I was 184. So I was like, all right, well, we ain't really got a cut or nothing like that. And then, so we had a real good time. We'll come to find out, I end up on the scale weighing in at 181. Again, I didn't have to go rehydrate or do nothing like that because I wasn't cutting. I didn't do a cut. I was actually already walking around at that weight. But I don't like to. I like walking around where I am right now, which is, like I said, 195, 200s. But again, I was still, like I said, I was so new. And that's where I feel like I've only had really 3 matches. I've thrown 3 slaps in my slap career. I've thrown 4 slaps in my slap career for Power Slap, and I've taken 5. But the thing that gets me, the biggest thing that gets me, bro, is with the Isaiah match. I am not one to get on and make excuses. Like, that's not what I am. I don't get on and piss and moan and woo, he clubbed me or he was this, or like some people do. They'll get on and make videos and whatever. That's not me, man. Isaiah won that day. There's nothing I can do. But what I will say is go back Anybody that goes back and watches that fight, I won round 1 because he clubbed me. If you go and if you really look at the rules, you watch round 2, when he hits me again, he clubs me a second time. Therefore, actually, he loses by DQ. I win that match. And both of our careers are looking a lot different, I believe. But that's not how it happened. And I just got to keep going. What I do know, man, is I train with the greatest slap fighters of all time. And when I say that, I mean, I have trained literally with Frank the Tank. I train now. My best friend in life, he literally lives, I can piss on his place, is the Crazy Hawaiian. And he's my best. For me and him are brothers. Like the Crazy Hawaiian, I would go to battle for him and his family. Like we're that close, you know? So, and my knowledge for this sport is insane. I truly believe, man, I'll be honest with you, I truly believe Power Slap is scared to offer me fights, because the more fights they give me, the stronger I get, and then they have to push me, because it's no secret. I don't talk anything that is not factual. I hit harder than, like, the truth of it is, man, if I really could get to 170, I love Blackburn to death. He's one of, man, I love him. But if I got to 170, I hit so much harder than anybody in 170. So it's like, you guys are actually lucky I'm not at 170. And at 185, I know I hit harder than at least 5 of their top 10. And, you know, so it's like, I just haven't had the amount of reps. You know, you let me go on every fucking card. Keep calling me back for every card. It's obviously, the more you do something, you're only going to get stronger. What I will say is stop calling the Chief back for every card. His chin is extremely questionable. You're just going to ruin his career before you can get anything else off the dude. And that goes for a lot of them, you know. Honestly, Vern should be done. I love Vern to death. He's great. He's a pioneer in this sport. But Vern, you should be done, bud, because just for a health standpoint, you're 40-some years old. You just got slumped. Regardless, yeah, it was bullshit. But your last 2 were pretty bad knockouts. So it's like, I feel like there's a lot of people at the tail end of this sport, because they were used so much that if they were someone like me, you know, let's use them less frequently, their careers would last longer. And I could give a handful, man, like KO Chris, love him to death. These are pioneers, but these are people their jaws are cracked. When they're cracked, it's done. And you're in a sport where you get smacked, it's not going to get easier. You know what I mean? So there's just a lot of these people that have been there from the beginning that have gotten chance after chance after chance. What are you going to do? You're going to keep just giving these guys chances? Because if so, you're going to get some boring ass fights, because they're all broke.
Right. So one of the problems I have is the rematches. It's like they just every time there's a fight, a big fight, they want to do rematches. You know,
Exactly.
Isaiah, Brandon. You know, I think that instead of doing rematches, they need to make the rankings mean something, because I feel like right now the rankings don't really mean anything. It's just man.
My opinion means nothing, especially to these guys. But if it was me, I would do there should be a 15. We have enough people on the roster, so there should be a 15 rank system, just like the UFC. You should have a 1 through 15. That it'll solve, you know, what you just said. The ranking systems are a little messed up. Yeah, you're exactly right, because you got someone like Hunter Hassanin who's 2-0, but isn't even in the top 10.
Right.
You know, and shout out to Hunter. I still am going to sleep you, bro, if they ever call us. I love you, but I've got some dance moves for you. You know, so I believe that the 1 through 15 or 15 would open up a lot of, answer a lot of questions. But the other one, man, I don't know. I have been vocal about this. Again, I have to mute a lot of things, because I have to be careful if I want to get, you know, another shot. So, but what I will say, man, is one thing that I find really rough is the rules of Power Slap are flinching, clubbing, and stepping, right? I mean, essentially, those are your 3, you know, that you can get more in detail with. If those are 3 rules, tell me how in the hell there has not, and you can fact check me on this because I've fact checked myself. Tell me how there has not been a stepping call even called since Power Slap 8.
Right.
Power Slap 8 was the last stepping call that was called. And we all know, we've seen many clips where there's several stepping issues. And so something like that, though, okay, again,
Right.
my opinion, something like that could be fixed as simple as, I mean, in today's technology, you're telling me you can't have something like a laser or something that if your heel goes above it, it triggers a light or something, and boom,
Right.
that's a step. Then you can't, like, there's no argument there, right? Like, your foot went against higher than the measurement. There's no ifs, ands, buts, or whines, right? And I feel like something like even that could, again, the sport will grow and change, but something like that I feel would be a real good asset to have. And man, they're lucky I don't have enough money to start my own slap promotion, because I would.
So let's talk about. I want to talk about someone like Turpin, who comes in, overweight, and keeps getting chance after chance after chance. And then you have people waiting on a card to move up. How does that play for someone like you that's waiting? You're trying to get in there, you're trying to do the right thing, and then they're promoting a guy who refuses to come in at weight, and they're still trying to push this guy.
Yeah. So from a Turpin, I will say this, man. Like, he brings the eyes, and in a sport, I do understand that. Like, we do have to be ourselves. We have to bring them views. I'm not dumb. I understand how that works. My argument with that, like, for myself, is how can I bring you any views or show off what I'm building and doing if I'm not giving the opportunities, right? Because I do, man. I'm a showman. Like, I'm funny, I'm comedic, like, I'm serious as fuck. Like, I can bring any type of anything. And not for nothing, if you actually go back and look at my matches and my clips, they actually draw a lot of views. So, but it's all strictly off. Again, I know what Terp does. Terp definitely does bring it. Him being there brings many extra views. So I understand that. My thing to it is, I do wish that they have such a big roster and so many people. I do feel that they can create any superstar and they can turn anybody into a superstar that they want to. So with that being said, why wouldn't you want to do it to somebody who is a little more following the rules? I would think you want that image for your company, but it's not my company. All I can do, man, is just keep sitting here, and honestly, man, it's hope. I'm hoping, and honest, and the reason I do it is because I'm not out here like all these other fucking people. Oh, I just want to go fight. I truly have planned, like, my next match. I'm gonna take my winnings, bro, because I'm winning. I don't care who it is, and I plan on opening up my own restaurant and getting my own business that I moved out here to I moved out here to Missouri in February. My family and I moved, all of us, from New York to Missouri. And I did that because I had visited a few times last year, and I see just a lot of opportunity and potential to be my own business owner. But to do that, I need I need a good, quick lump sum of cash. And I know for a fact I can do that, man, in Power Slap. I just got to kind of mend the fences, and which I am. And I'd love to be able to support and be the, and vouch for Power Slap and do all that. Absolutely, man. I'd love to do that. It's just right now, I mean, like, the truth is I'm hurt by him more than anything. Like, I haven't made a boatload of money. Power Slap has not made me rich. Power Slap has not, I mean, they've allowed me to experience things in life. For example, the first time on a plane. I never rode a plane until then. I've never been to Vegas, cool things like that. I've met some insane people. But my biggest thing, man, is I truly just have a love and passion for this sport that, like, I know I can be amongst the absolute best in this sport because that's who I am. I'm driven that way. If you look at my matches, my first match with Soren, he motherfucking knocked me out so unconscious. I don't remember shit but my plane ride back home. That was the first time I'd ever been, or first and second time I'd ever been hit in my face in my life. What did I do? I went home. I fucking made some phone calls. I learned how to stand and change my defense a little bit. And I come back. I make slight minor adjustments. I come back, take 3 shots from Isaiah, who nobody has even been able to do yet. Like, take 3 consistent shots, because he's always knocked people out in the second round until Brandon. So I truly believe I showed off my chin with him too. Just making those minor adjustments off 1 match. Just think what I would do off 2 matches, 3 matches, 4 matches, right? Like, that's my thing. Just give me the fucking opportunities. I'm not even asking to be on a live card. You could put me in the fucking bottom of the barrel. Just let me go up there and show what I can do.
So let me ask you, I got 2 questions for you. So 1, what weight division do you think you fit best at?
So I will say this. And I've said this, me and my coach and stuff have said this from the very beginning. I am a champion at 170 pounds. If I was ever able to get my body at 170 pounds and could figure it out, I'm a champion there. I'm the power slap champion, and we got some good battles. And again, this is not coming from my mouth, but now I believe I can compete at 185 also. I believe my power's there. I can continue to get better myself with experience, and I believe I have what it takes to compete at the 185 division. And overall, that's probably what's best for me and my health. Because again, when I start to fight yes, I could I make 170 pounds? Yeah, I could. I could torture myself, do the weight cut, do all that, and then come in at 170 pounds at not my best, get knocked the fuck out for whatever reason because I weight cutted, an excessive amount or whatever it may be, right? I could do that, but why would I? That don't make no sense when I know I can come in healthy at 185 and compete. So it's like, that's where I'm at. And I look at the 185ers, man, like, not for anything. I love Brandon Bordeaux. Me and him were in the seasons together. We've had some crazy talks, in the house. I helped him with things before, this all blew up. And, but I don't care how you slice it. Numbers don't lie. I hit harder than you and you're the champion, So it's like, okay. My career has not been as easy and tailored as other people. I didn't get thrown a fucking straight up newbie scrub my first match. You know who I got my first match? Someone who just won the fucking open weight championship in Russia and fought 3 super heavyweights in 1 match and had his face hanging off. That's who I draw in my first time. Oh, and what do I do? My first slap, I'd rock him. He's never been rocked before that in his life. So it's like, I haven't been thrown these scrubs, if I would have got thrown anybody, like, and I don't mean this, and this is not this is not meaning disrespect, but if I would have gotten any single 185er from season 3, dead on sight. They literally snoozing on 1 slap. And that's just the truth. It's not me being arrogant. It's not me being cocky. It's me. I know it. I know. And if I'm wrong, by all means, Erica, then you call me with the match that you think can beat me, and I will. But I feel like that's what they're scared of, man. They're scared to call me and offer me another one of their, I'm just going to say, golden boys. Okay. And then I fucking beat them. Because now what do you got? Now you got Ryan, who you really don't, you got issues with for whatever reason, and you have to push him. That's what I feel like they're afraid of. And I don't want them to be that, man. Push me. I will be the fuck. I'll bring you views. Dude, I can flip a heel turn. I'm a WWE fan my whole life. I will heel turn like a motherfucker, bud. I can do that. I have so much in my head, man. I want to let loose. I want the world to see it. I truly feel like when I started, man, like way back in Power Slap 7, I feel like that was just the beginning. Like, I feel like it was just too new there. After that, you had to stay active after that to kind of get a name going. And I wasn't able to stay active because right after my Isaiah match, literally, bud, 3 days, I came home 3 days later, I was in my hospital with my doctor scheduling my surgery to be put under. So like I'm not here making factual fucking information. Like that shit was real. I literally took a slap match, left Isaiah 3 days later, got put under and had my hernia surgery. And then like recovered from that, sent matchmakers and everyone what they need to know. I'm ready to rock, get to going, nothing, mute. And then it's just like I finally, after over a year, I finally got a message from the matchmaker back, and it was only because I made a negative comment towards her online, which I did apologize for after the fact, because again, that's not what I'm trying to do. But I am, man. I'm not going to sit here and say I'm not frustrated. I am extremely frustrated. I'm frustrated because I am somebody who literally changed my life for this sport. Because of the love and the passion and just the drive that I have. And I changed it for this sport. And honestly, man, the sport has not loved me back in any way of a fraction, So yeah, I am a little frustrated. I did take to social media and express that. I don't care. I feel that that's justified, man. Any active fighter, go ask any UFC fighter. You tell me if they're all right with sitting over a year with no pay.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Nobody is.
So let me ask you this. If they give you a match, who would you like to see? Who would you like to go up against?
So it doesn't matter. But I'll tell you this. If I'm a matchmaker, if I'm from a matchmaker standpoint, one that would make sense. Okay. Technically I am 0-2 in power slap. I'm 0-1 in middleweight. So I look at it as I'm on the cutoff. Technically I'm on that cutoff line. I'm almost on that release line. Right. But I feel I'm owed an opportunity kind of to show it. Perfect example, Andrew Fields. So before Andrew Fields' last match, I love Andrew Fields, but he had a real bad flinching problem. Took a couple L's and he had a flinching problem. And rumor was he was on the list of cuts, that got cut, back when Amir and them list of people did. He was going to be on the list of that. However, he was blessed with an opportunity because someone didn't make weight. He come in. Now, mind you, he got the call, and I heard that his opponent, they were really huge on. They already had him out to Vegas for a week. They really liked him. So, in theory, I believe that Andrew Fields was called to lose, make the other guy was going to obviously be promoted. Andrew Fields would have got released, However, Andrew Fields said, fuck you, hold my beer, went and knocked that dude out, and then gets a contract extension and a little raise. Love you. Way to make that happen. But that's kind of where I see I'm at, man. Right. I need to make a statement. I got one more chance to do it. So with that being said, it does not fucking matter, bro, who it is. But I'm going to throw a name out there because I think that it'll look good on paper and it'll keep the whole resume going. They want to keep throwing me champions and they're high-end people. Then I want AJ Hints. Because one, he hasn't been seen in forever. Two, he's coming off, well, technically a win, but it was a DQ win. And he's a former champion. So let's go. I think he's ranked 6th right now in middleweight. So I think that would be a great one to, one, bring me back into the rankings, but two, also be able to show against another former champion that I do belong in this sport. So I will say AJ, and I have called that AJ fight for quite a while, actually. There's even a video online, I believe last year where I said that would be a good one. Now I will say the one I want out of just pure hatred, bro. But I don't think that I really think he got cut, to be honest, is Sean Kilmartin. He was fighting at 170. I believe he got cut, though. But last rumor was they were going to let him go up to 185. I would take that match for an easy win. But I really want to fight Eddie Brahimer. From the season 2, bro, he just, me and him never really clicked. I thought it was funny. It was a grown-ass man, 20-some years old, and didn't even know how to make a fucking pot of coffee, So... And then he had some comments, and he's fake as fuck. He's a little bitch in person. He's bitch made, but he's got a lot of shit to say when the cameras are rolling. I'm completely different. I'm gonna tell. I don't give a few. Shut the cameras off, turn them on. I don't care. I'm me. This is who I am, regardless in life. So I would like that one just because again, there was comments made in the season, right on my episode actually. And I know they really like Eddie, so I'd like to sleep him for them.
So you know what? I think the AJ Hinch one would be a great one. You know, if you were going for rankings, because I think that,
and again, I don't hate AJ. That would actually be a real mutual, like a respect fight. I just truly believe that one would be one that would be very fit for where I'm at right now in my career and need to go.
And that one to me makes sense, because I feel like that AJ, you know, he was at the top of the game. He kind of fell, you know, and then you don't hear anything. You know, it's been a while since we've seen AJ.
Well, so AJ fought at the same event. His last fight was same as mine, Power Slap 7. We actually were roommate. We were room buddies in the circle. His room was right next to mine.
Yeah, let's say he hasn't. So it's been a year. It's been over a year since we've seen him. That would, to me, would be a great fight between the two of you. And then
I think so, man. We both have a personality.
Gets to move up. Yeah, the winner of that gets to move up. You know, if they get cut, they get cut. You know what I mean? But it's the last stance for both of you guys. You know what I mean?
And that's where I'm at, man.
I mean, I think it's great. That's what I think. I think it's a great matchup. Second of all, the other thing that I would do, just for the hell of it, just for the fun, you know, is do a grudge match. Just have people come in there who have grudges against somebody else in their division. You know, not for the rankings, just for you know, just if you're fun of doing a grudge match. You know, just to see who's better.
Yeah, for sure, man. I just there's a lot of potentials. Honestly, Manny just moving up to 185. That's a good one. I could see. And again, Manny's one that I actually am going to put in a bunch that I feel is going to be on a negative trajectory. You know, same thing. I don't believe moving up to 185 was smart for him, just because I don't think he has the power to knock people out up there. But yeah, man, there's a lot. Like I said, there's a lot of matchups that, because I do communicate with a lot of these fighters and the other athletes, and you know, I do know how to build a fight. You know what I'm saying? So like, call me, offer me it, and I'll build it, man. Whatever needs to be. Now, they could call me. Like I said, they could call and offer me, and there could be there's like two people that if they were on the other side of that match, keep the cameras rolling, because face off will be heated, you know, and a lot of things for sure.
Cool. So, you know, I'm actually planning on taking a vacation to Vegas in October. So I'm going to try to do that during the Power Slap event in October. So I'd love to go see that thing live. While I'm there. But,
so if all goes well, I'm gonna be there regardless.
Right.
So I'm gonna be, if all goes as planned. If I get the match, awesome. If I don't, the plan is Crazy and myself will still be in Vegas regardless.
You're talking about somebody else who's lost a ton of weight. I mean, the Crazy Lions lost like a ton of weight.
Yeah. So he's he I don't know where I'm going, so you should go. Sorry, I'm wife directions, but he went on and told a lot of his stories, so I without dabbling in a lot of it, but he had went and got the surgery, you know, which many people have, and then but what I see from Crazy is he's stayed up on it. Like he stays active, you know, he keeps moving around with his family. He's good, man. We're just right now we're actually trying to get him he's looking for a place down this way, so
so he's about to leave Hawaii and come down to Missouri.
Yeah, well, he's lived in Missouri, but he lived out in Springfield, which was Hold on. Shoot. I gotta go back to the landing. Fucking sign. Hold on 1 second.
Okay.
Shoot. Sorry, buddy. Yeah, we're good.
No, you're good.
Shoot. We're good. You go ahead. Whatever you need.
No, that's right. So he lives or did live in Missouri at one point.
Yeah, they lived out in Springfield, which was like 45 minutes from where I live now,
Okay.
which is where they're moving out towards.
Cool. So the next part's left is they have one coming up in Dubai, right?
Yeah.
So that one, and then they're going to come back to Vegas in October.
Mm-hmm.
So do they have did they set a date for the Dubai one yet or no?
What's up?
Did they set a date for the Park Slap in Dubai yet or no?
I think it was like the 20th, 23rd, maybe.
Okay, so it's coming up around the corner.
Yeah.
It's not too far. Yeah. Okay, cool. So I want to see what who all is going to be on the card on that one. Curious to see if they're going to give Dumpling a rematch with Hitman Hawaiian. They may do the Rivera, Bronza fight with Rivera. They may do that one. I don't know. I'm kind of speculating who they might bring back on that, but have to see.
Yeah.
But the last time they went to Dubai, that was huge. I'm waiting for them to bring it to other places around the United States. They're doing Louisiana. I'd like to see them bring it to Texas. I think that it'd be huge if they do one in Hawaii. I know that they keep running into brick walls with these different states trying to ban power slap, which I don't understand.
Which way?
I don't know.
I told you to go to Walmart.
Jesus, dude.
Did we lose you? Because again, he might have gotten to turn around some directions. Let's give him a second here. Back. Yeah, I think we lost him. Let's go check. Chance to come back on. So, what do you guys think for the next power slap? I believe it would be power slap. Let's say 15. Last one was what, 13? What was the last one? Yeah, so it'd be 14 would be the next one in Dubai. I haven't seen anyone on the card for 14 as of yet. Actually, it'd be 15 because 14 just took place, so it'd be 15. So we'll have to see who's going to be on the card there. In the comments, put who you'd like to see. And if there's a grudge match, if they did a grudge match, who would you like to see in the grudge match? And if you guys are contenders, who would you like to face in the grudge match? That'd be interesting to see. Maybe we'll do a show on that and maybe try to push that. And some of the guys that's been waiting for a while to get to some of these fights, put them back out there and help them get the recognition, and then maybe that pushes them up the ranks as well. There's a lot of people, like you were saying, like AJ Hints, that I think are great fighters. They just don't get the opportunity. Same way, Manu, spent a while waiting, and then he finally got to get back in there on 14. I think a lot of them just wait. They have to wait a while before they get back on there. So maybe doing some grudge matches or some fights in between the title fights. I'd like to see more of that, just so that we can keep a steady flow of people in the rankings, and it gives them more time to compete instead of just keep waiting. I think the longer you wait, whenever you do get to fight, I think it kind of gives you a disadvantage because you've waited for so long. So if you need to jump back on here real quick. So see if you can jump back on him. All right. Looks like he might have lost internet connection because he was on the road. But so we'll go ahead and wrap it up. So I want to thank a lot. He's one of our biggest followers. He's always jumping in, giving us comments, and so I really appreciate him coming on the show and talking about his career in power slap and kind of giving the insight. Hopefully we could get him back on. Hopefully he could get a match. I'd love to see him go against AJ Hints. I think that would be a great fight. But we'll see. We'll see what comes up in October. I'm hopefully planning on being able to go to a power slap in October, so I can see the whole, which I think would be really cool. Anyways, guys, I appreciate you guys jumping in with us. Again, until the next episode, remember, you are uniquely designed with a purpose, and always keep moving forward. Peace.